Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Better Connecticut. I'm Kara Sundlun.
And I'm Julie Loffredi, in for Scott. Happy to be here.
Yes, we're excited to have you. And Julie, you might have seen her on the Today Show. We're going to talk a little bit more about what she does later, but she's got some cool gift guides. And you're a Connecticut gal.
Norwich.
Grew up,
born and raised.
We can claim you. All right, so if you are watching The Bachelorette, then spoiler alert, although you probably couldn't resist and you've already watched it. But of course, big news coming out of The Bachelorette. Hannah B's Prince Charming turned out not to be the prince that she hoped he would be. Maybe he was just a little bit of a climber. Now they're saying maybe he just used the show to elevate his music career. Didn't really want to find love.
Total bummer.
Yeah, so she was all excited to pick Jed, right? And then apparently she found out Jed had a girlfriend he left behind that he had promised that he was only going on this show to elevate his music career. And then he ends up getting engaged, but maybe the engagement was, so she's like, you know, marriage has to be built on trust. It's the cover of People magazine right now. So
that's right.
Bachelorette betrayed. I won't marry a liar. There you have. But now people are excited because the number two.
That's right, number two.
Tyler's all excited because they left with new hope that perhaps Tyler, which is apparently everyone who wanted Tyler anyway, and now maybe she and Tyler will be together.
I'm rooting for them, but we'll see how this plays out.
Absolutely. Well, baby news also from, if you watch The Bachelor in Paradise, Jade and Tanner Roper welcomed their son to the world on Monday. It just didn't go as they planned.
Not at all. In their closet.
In their closet. So her water broke, and 75 minutes later, she gave birth in the closet. You see all the shoes there. They're saying, she's saying that she's still trying to process. It was not exactly how she planned her birth. Everyone's wonderful. Everyone's happy. Everyone's healthy. You know, it took me forever to give birth, so I never understand these people who are like, I didn't know it was happening, and now I have a baby.
I don't get it either, but I suppose it's something happened in the closet, right? The paramedics came and the baby was born.
And everyone's okay. All right, so speaking of the love of babies, a group of NICU nurses at one hospital have had or are going to have a bunch of babies in this calendar year. Something in the water there at Children's Mercy Hospital in Kansas City.
Absolutely. I can't get over this. All at the same time?
So some of them have already had babies, and others are expecting. So it's going to be a total of 36 babies born to these NICU nurses. Now, they obviously have a lot of NICU nurses, but still, 36 babies in a work group is a lot.
Yeah, no, and a lot of baby showers, right?
Yeah. You know what? That's a good point. How are they going to have all those baby showers? I think they're going to have to just do like joint showers, and it'll be like Secret Santa for the mom. Like, I got so-and-so, I got so-and-so, because you can't possibly go to 36 baby showers.
No, that's a great idea.
All right, Mario Lopez, if you're keeping up, was just named the new host of Access Hollywood. We actually interviewed him on this show not too long ago. He's facing some tough criticism because he made these comments on a YouTube interview. It was actually last month. But the topic of transgender came up, and he said, you know, he thinks it's quote-unquote dangerous for parents to start offering support of being transgender at a very young age. Like if a child is in the bathtub at 3 years old and says, I know I'm a girl, I want to be a boy, he thinks it's a little crazy that people in Hollywood are saying, okay, you get to pick your gender identity at that age. That word dangerous is getting him in trouble. People are now worried that perhaps he's being discriminatory against all the people that he really
he's facing certainly some backlash, but he also just got pretty much a job promotion recently. Taking over the Access show, so we'll see how this plays out.
I wonder if there will be any backlash just because in Hollywood there is a certain political correctness about this. And I mean, he wasn't saying at all, at least from his perspective, that he was discriminatory or anything like that, other than he thought that those kinds of conversations about choosing a gender should be saved for when you're older, and he doesn't really agree with the parents saying, go ahead and pick whatever you want to be. So what do you think? We'll see what happens if he gets any backlash. People on social media are kind of upset about it. Are you a fan of J.K. Rowling and the Harry Potter series? Then perhaps you would like to stay in the room where she wrote the final Harry Potter book. It's a lovely room. You can understand why she wrote such a nice book. It's a luxury hotel. It's going to cost you to stay there, though.
Oh, of course it will, right?
So it's the Balmoral Hotel in Edinburgh with plush furnishings, and breakfast is included. But it's about 1,500 euros, so I'm assuming that's at least 1,700 or so dollars. I can't do the calculations in my head. It'll cost you a lot of money.
Yeah, but it looks great.
But at least you could go. They've now named it the J.K. Rowling Suite.